Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to another video, and welcome back to another episode of Initial D, which is episode 22, Fierce Uphill Battle. So let us begin. Realistically speaking, wouldn't racing uphill kind of be harder on an engine and a transmission? Starting video in 3, 2. Make sure back all the way. Starting video. I didn't intend to do that. Okay. Starting video in 3, 2, 1, click.
Animation.
Yeah. Realistically, would racing uphill be more difficult or be harder on a transmission and an engine? I would imagine it would be. Set my volume. Okay. Now, I'm also aware that they made, I know one, maybe more than one, Initial D video games. I've seen a few different people playing around on them here on YouTube, but I don't know if they're any good. I've never played any of them, and to be honest, I've never seen any of them in person. I've never seen any of them, like, in any stores, ever. So, if you've played any of the Initial D video games, are they any good? Are they worth trying out? Or is pretty much the best, or is Need for Speed Carbon better at the hilltop drifting?
Not
gonna happen. I daydream all the time. It's perfectly healthy.
今日が金曜だからまだ1週間あるけど。
よかったっすね。明日じゃなくって。
そういや、明日レッドサンズと妙義ナイトキッズの交流戦があるはずだよな。
それだ。匠をそこへ連れてって目の前でバトルしてんの見せるんだ。
それなら匠も刺激を受けて少しはピリッとするかもしれませんね。そりゃいい方法だ。それっきゃねえって。女向けにガガンと数を入れてやりましょうよ。
He doesn't really appear to be daydreaming. He's just acting like me at work. Don't spill it.
なあ、親父。俺思ったんだけど。
なんだ？
俺さ、この前薄い峠走ったんだけど、薄いってやっぱアキナとは全然違うって思ってたんだ。でもさ、なんつうのかな、走ってみると同じような感じだった。
ま、上出来だ。
上出来？
アキナと薄いじゃ全然同じじゃねえんだが、お前が同じように走っちまったってことだ。アキナでやれることをどれくらいよそでもやれるかどうかさ。じゃ、配達頼むぞ。
Okay. So even though he raced on a completely different course, a different road than he's used to,
アキナでやれることをよそでやる。
he still felt similar.
言いたいことわかるぜ。 ちょっとだけだけどな。
That's a beautiful shot.
Oh. 帰ったら寝よう。
匠のやつ完全にボケまくってるな。
He's not
よ
daydreaming.
し、ここは一発作戦通りに。おーい、匠
Sorry, I just image of him walking up to him and just pushing him off the railing. That'll get you out of your daydream.
交流戦やるんだよ。それも今日。
は
はあじゃねえだろ。はあじゃお前は来週高橋亮介とやるんだからさ。これは絶
Yeah, he
対見
sent
て
you
おかなくちゃ。
flowers.
あ
あ。は
よっしゃー決まりだ。でもって車2台出すのもガソリンもったいないからお前の86で行くぞ。
あ。俺のって。
なんか燃えてくるぜ。
Okay.
お前も
Wait,
興
wait,
奮
wait,
する
wait,
だろ。
wait, wait,
あ
wait, 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 wait.
じゃあ今夜7時にお前ん家に行く
Wait.
からな。86ちゃんと
Let's
帰り
take
とけよ。
your car, even though I'm the one asking you to go someplace. I see a problem here. We should be taking your 85. Yeah, you don't walk up to somebody and say, let's go somewhere, let's take your car. You don't do that. If you're the one that, you don't do that. If you're the one typically that says, hey, let's go somewhere,
まだみたいだ。
if you can, you take your car. That's just how it works.
うまくいってんのかな。
どうすんだよ匠。もう始まっちゃうぞ。お前が高速使いたくないなんて言うから道に迷ったんださ。ったくケチなんだからよ。
何言ってんだ。そっちだってガソリンもったいないって8号出さないくせに。
ちゅ高校音痴の走り屋なんて聞いたことかねえ。ああ、これも女ボケの影響だな、きっと。
よし、わかった。
急げよ、もう時間ないぞ。
Oh, neat. I've never seen an interior light that has the switch like that. I've never seen that. Mine is just push button in the Z71, and the other, the C10, it's a little knob on the dash. You turn it to turn it on. I've never seen one with a switch like that.
せいぜい命だけは大切にしろよ。
抜かせ。そっちこそ震えてんじゃねえのか。軽くひねってやるぜ。ナイトキッズなん
Your hands are shaking.
俺の敵はいねえよ。
Are they
その
really?
自信過剰が命取りにならないようにな。
雨が来る前に始めるぞ。
おう。
86だ。アキラの86が来たぞ。
86?
He didn't come to race.
うわー、すげえ数のギャラリーだな。
そんなことより早く先輩たち見つけろよ。
分かってるよ。だけどこんなに人がいっぱいじゃ何がなんだか。
どこに車止めようか。
頂上まで行くか。上の駐車場広いし。
そうだな。とりあえず上がろう。
やっぱり来たか。いやでも気合が入るぜ。86。前の俺とは違うところをじっくり見せてやる。
Oh boy.
86だ。アキなのか。ああ、これが。なあ匠、さっきも思ったんだけど、なんかみんな俺たちのこと見てる感じしねえ？
さ
さあってお前、俺たちバリバリに目立ってんだぜ。アキナの86って言えばもう有名だもんな。みんな匠のことすっごく注目してんだぜ。いやー、やっぱ
No, they have their eyes on the
正
car.
解正解。
何言ってんだお前。
おらい
So that's why you wanted to bring the 86.
おらいおらい。
No! It just kind of hit me.
カウントいくぞ。5、4。
Why doesn't a full diecast collection of these cars from Initial D exist? I mean, I know the 86 has been made in a few different scales and a couple of the other cars. I think Tommy or Tommy Tech did them. But not every single one exists. Has anyone ever... Do these cars even exist in model kit form? I don't think so.
始まったな。雨か。FD 最大の武器は旋回スピードの高さだ。それを忘れるなよ、ケイスケ。
なあ匠、妙義の峠はさ、ちょっとアキナに感じが似てねえか？
そうか、どっちかっていうと臼井に似てると思ったけどな。
全然似てねえよ。ダメだ、匠のボケはマリアナ海溝よりも深いよ。いいか匠、よーく見ろ。臼井みたいに狭くないし、ダイナミックに上がってくるとこなんてアキナにそっくりじゃねえか。
そうじゃなくてリズムが似てるんだよ。
リズム
Dude, you're talking to Takumi who has more driving prowess than you. You don't want to ask him for details on something. You don't want to do that.
FD はコーナーが速い。妙義の登りで俺と R にここまでついてこれるやつがいるとは思わなかった。
That exhaust looks really low. The brakes are getting really hot.
ステアリングをこじり始めたな。ペースを上げて逃げる気か。ダウンヒルであれをやったら間違いなくタイヤは垂れるだろうけどな。
Again, isn't this kind of a lot harder on an engine and a transmission, especially going uphill like this? I mean, having to brake and then trying to accelerate. I would imagine the transmission would get a heck of a lot more work out. Is there a dent already in the side of the car, or is that just...
中間地点です。今2台が通過したところです。先行は3人のまま、全く差はついていません。
そうか。一つ教えてくれ。コーナーの立ち上がりでケイスケは中里に遅れてるか？
立ち上がりだけはワンテンポ遅れるんですが、トータルでは食いついていけてますよ。すごくスムーズです。ケイスケさんはメリハリの強い中里の走りとは対照的な感じですね。
OK、 分かった。ご苦労さん。上手くなったな、ケイスケ。それができるようになったか。
R32 が先行、差はほとんどなし。今2台通過、3人が先行してるが FD はぴったり張り付いたままだ。
頑張ってるみたいだな、たけしのやつ。
すげえ走り込みしてたからな。アキナの86に負けてから別人みたいだったもんな。
ずっと同じチームにいながらあいつは敵だと思ってた。それが今はどこだ。プライドをかけて必死で走ってるやつの姿を思い浮かべると胸が締め付けられる気分だぜ。こんな気持ちになったのは初めてだ。
3人が来た。 FD がくっついてる。
勝ってくれよ、たけし。頼むぜ。さっきから音だけは聞こえるけど、なかなか来ないな。どうした？
Right. I said that at the exact time that the caption, that the subtitle came on.
雨は降り始めた直後が一番怖いんだぜ。アスファルトに染み込んだ埃や油が雨で浮き上がってものすごく滑るんだ。いきなり吹っ飛ばされるんだから。
Turn on your windshield wipers.
出来上がった。
降り始めが一番怖い。
Ooh, I love the rain splatter effect on the windshield there. Okay, here's a suggestion. How about you use common sense and stop racing right now? Visibility is decreased. Traction is decreased. How about you stop? It's too dangerous. Don't do something stupid.
結構降ってきたな。バトル中止にならねえだろうな。
Yeah, I'm thinking sensible here. I think they should.
ゴールがあそこってことは、俺たちがいるここが最終コーナーだろう。
ああ。
妙義の道路はあそこが登りきったところだから、ゴール前のここはちょっとだけダウンヒルだよな。
最後だけ下りか。
来たぞー。
I have feeling this is getting bad. Oh no.
行くぜ、勝負だ。無茶だ、そんなスピードで行けるわけねえ。バカ野郎が岩の壁に突っ込むぞ。いける、手応えはある。俺の FD がいけると教えてくれてる。突っ込んでくる、逃げろ。
He's losing it. He's losing it. No, he's actually in control.
Yeah.
こんなこと初めてだ。他人の走りを見て刺激されるなんて。あんなすごいものを見せられると体がムズムズしてじっとしていられない。
It's called having a boner.
運が良かったな、高橋圭介。
違う、技術の差だ。
何？
最後のコーナーは下ってるからな。ラストはフロントタイヤの勝負になることは読んでた。タイヤが垂れてたんじゃねえのか？そっちのフロントの手応えが甘くなったのは。俺はペースを落とさずタイヤを温存してドライブしたんだ。その技術の差だ。
I was expecting him to like look up at the camera and yell, "No!" You still put up a solid race. I mean, that's just nothing to feel bad about.
ケイスケさん、さすが。
どうします？ダウンヒル中止にするしかねえだろ、この雨じゃ。
あ
あ、ケイスケさん、だったら俺とアキナの86にやらせてくださいよ。
何？
地元でなければいいんでしょ。ここはあいつの地元でもないし、条件は五分と五分。
おい、
あ、先輩。
あいつ何者なんだ？
さあ、
健太。
藤原匠だよな。レッドサンズの中村健太だ。どうだ、俺とのレインバトルを受けるか？
Are you kidding me?
おい健太、兄貴の許しもねえのに。
ギャラリーに聞いてみましょうよ、ケイスケさん。どうだみんな、俺と86のレインバトルを見たいか？
Yeah, of course the audience is going to agree because it's not them putting their lives on the line.
まずい。嫌だって言えない雰
You
囲気
could
だ
ask
ぞ。
the audience, do they want to see you go jumping out of a plane without a parachute? They're going to agree.
バトルがあるんですよ。
その前に俺だ。言っとくが、俺に負けるようだったら涼介さんと戦う資格なんかないぜ。黙ってないでなんとか言えよ。俺は雨
I
の
say
走り
use
には
common
自
sense
信
and
が
let's
ある
wait
んだ。
till it doesn't
ひ
rain.
ょっとしてお前、雨でビビってんじゃねえのか？
ダメだよ。本当にダメなんだ。今のこれさ、ちょっとボケてて
いいよ。
He'll agree. I knew it.
待て。こうなったらもう誰にも止められねえよ。だけどよ、86は俺たちだけのターゲットじゃないんだ。走り屋なら誰もが86とやりたいと思っている。その気持ちお前にもわかるはずだ。
I think he wants him to still be alive so he can challenge him, though.
純粋にテクニックだけのバトルができら。持ってきて並べろよ。自慢の86をよ。
行くぜ、いつき。
俺も乗るの？
ここに置いてったら、もう一度迎えに上がってこなきゃなんないだろう。
Oh, so he's gonna ride.
めんどくせえから、下まで降りたらそのまま帰ろうぜ。
は？じゃあ乗るぞ、俺。
Unless you wanna ride, you know, in the rear hatch.
後ろに乗ってくれ。
後ろに？いいけどさ。なんか意味あんのか、これ？
まあ、あるといえばあるような、ないといえばないような。
何それ？自分でもよく分かってねえのか？ドリフトの時どうやって体支えるんだよ。
まあ、適当にな。
適当って。
Lay down in the back seat and just stay
麓ま
there.
で降りる間だけだから、ちょっと我慢してくれな。
中止じゃねえ。下りもう一本だけあるぜ。86だ。アキナの86が走るってよ。よし、対向車は来ない。
And no cops. The cops aren't here either.
とんでもねえことになっちゃう。
Like, I don't remember seeing any cops in this whole show.
まあ見ててくださいよ、ケイスケさん。俺雨が好きなんですよ。チームに入る前、自己流でドリフトの練習してた頃、雨の日をわざわざ選んで走ってたぐらいですからね。金がねえからダイヤが減らない雨の日は嬉しくって。自信満々なのはいいが、雨を甘く見るなよ。雨のキャリアなら俺が一番ですよ。大丈夫。雨なら絶対に俺が有利です。勝ちますよ。雨は俺の味方です。
なあ、匠、お前さ、あんまり緊張感ないけど、本当に大丈夫なのか？雨のバトルなんて。
どうかな。雨じゃ飛ばせないから、俺は普通に走るよ。速いとか遅いとかは俺にもよくわかんねえんだ。マジで無理しねえよ。車ぶつけたら親父にグーで殴られるからさ。
I know, right?
そっか。でもそんで負けたら来週の高橋涼介とのバトルはどうなんだ？
I know, right? That feeling, like, if I crash, like, if I wreck my parents' vehicle, even if I die, they will kill me. Like, crashing and dying is not as bad as your parents killing you. Okay, it just never is. Congratulations, the beach is unleashed. His balls just shrunk. They didn't go up into his abdomen, no, they went up into his chest. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. He's gonna be like, no, never again, I'm never with you again. Dude, this is what you get for asking him to take his car. You ride with him, okay? You deal with his driving. Imagine he'll come out of the car after the race and he'll be like kissing the pavement. And from that moment on, he'll be driving 5 miles per hour. The little grannies on scooters will be passing him. Here's a thing. So, okay, interesting stuff here.
雨の中のバトル大丈夫なの健太君。はい、俺自信あるんです。それに圭介さんが見ててくれるんです。絶対勝ちます。相手は圭介君でさえ勝てなかった86だよ。だからこそ俺がその借りを返してやりますよ。圭介さんのために。初めて走る峠だよね。大丈夫です。圭介さんに恥ずかしい思いをさせないよう俺命がけで。健太君、もしかして君圭介君のこと。いや違い、イニシャル D 雨のダウンヒルバトル。 Don't miss it.
This is definitely going to be interesting. Wait, why did it... Oh, hang on, wait, stop. Oh, this is already in a list, so it just automatically began. Play the next episode. Okay, so Kenta, this guy, just comes out of nowhere and decides to challenge Takumi to a downhill race in the rain. Even though he's never raced Takumi before, he's probably seen his driving, he's not fully certain of his skill, and he's certainly never raced with him before, so he has no idea what he's in for. And this is very interesting, a very interesting dynamic here, because Takumi has never done any downhill or any racing in the rain before. And now here he has a chance. But it's interesting because of a few different setups here. First, they think Takumi has been daydreaming this whole time. I really don't think he's been daydreaming, even if he was. Daydreaming is not a problem. I think instead he's just been kind of thinking about the racing and about, for him, the correlation between Usua Pass and Akina Pass. And I think he's been, I apologize if I pronounced the first mountain incorrectly, I apologize for that, but to him, there's a similarity between them. And his dad tells him it matters how much of Akina he takes with him. And I think that's basically, you could interpret that in a few different ways. One way is he's meaning taking your skill with you. And if you take your skill maybe with you, and where Takumi raced on a different location, his skill made it for him, and his talent made him feel that it wasn't very much of a difference between them. It could also mean pretty much, he could also possibly mean that it's about mental thinking. It's about analyzing the mountain and, like Takumi here, studying the rhythm and the flow of the mountain, how the vehicle handles around the curves, how much brake you have to apply, how much steering you have to do, how much acceleration. Pretty much he's analyzing all of this data in his head, and he's able to see connections, and he's able to sort of transmit that data and connect the data together. And that's could be also what his dad is referring to, which is what Takumi appears to be doing. And they wanted him to snap out of this, so they took him to this other race between the Night Kids and the Red Suns, so that he could, they thought it would get him out of his daydream, but instead Takumi was actually inspired. Seeing the racing, it helped to inspire him. And I think it's funny because I don't really think I honestly thought he would kind of be just mellow about it, very calm, very laid back about it, but instead it awoke something inside of him, and I think it further drove further that desire that he has, that growing urge to race. Before, driving was just something he did. He never really put any thought into it. Now he finds that he loves racing, and he is thinking more about it long term. And so seeing now, this is the first time that he's actually watched others race and been inspired by that. And I think that's very cool, and it's also comical because before, like I said, before he probably would have just not thought anything about it, but here he actually was inspired by it. And so I think that he'll be able to watch that, and he'll be able to analyze what they did, and he'll be able to analyze. He'll be able to put the data mentally that he sees with the others racing into his own driving to be able to kind of break that down and be able to apply techniques that he saw with that race into his driving techniques to be able to formulate a plan. And now he's racing downhill. He's in rain. He's never done that before. This is the first time that we've seen it done in the show. And now he's able to do racing. And I think it's hilarious. That it's strange and hilarious. It's strange because this other guy just comes out of nowhere and says, I challenge you. I've never done it before, but I challenge you. And so, me, myself, the sensible thing, my common sense was saying, let's not do it in the rain. It's too dangerous. You know, the risk is increased. Let's just wait till the road dries. And then this other guy is the brash, arrogant type. You know, the kind that says, what, you're afraid of rain? Honestly, those kind of people irritate the crap out of me because those kind of people, they are extremely arrogant and they really don't seem to have any care or concern, especially for others, really let alone themselves. They're willing to take a chance, even if it is a high risk of injury or death, just to prove a point. If you're dead, how does that prove a point? And I can't stand people like that try to insult you for using common sense in a situation. They try to belittle you and try to challenge you and make you, they call you chicken, and they try to demean you because they want to egg you on. And I honestly can't stand people like that. I can't stand people like that in real life. But Takumi, I had a feeling he was going to accept it because he had seen the others race. And so I honestly figured he was going to accept it. And sure enough, he did. Just because he wanted to see what he can do. And right now, I think it's half and half for him. I think right now, half of him wants to win, but the other half is not really worried about that. He's just worried. He wants to race, see what he can do, and apply racing in the rain to his skills and see what he can do with it. That's what I think he wants to do right now. And it's funny. So, Itsuki here tells Takumi, hey, let's go to Akina and watch this race. Let's go and watch the race. But let's take your car, even though I'm the one asking. Look, I feel funny about this because I think, you know, if you ask somebody to go somewhere, generally, you take your vehicle. Generally, if you can, you take your vehicle. That's what you try to do if you can. Now, I completely understand there are, of course, situations where maybe you can't take your vehicle for some reason. Maybe you're not allowed to drive that far, and so you have to ride with them. In that scenario, you have no other alternative. Maybe your vehicle is down for whatever reason, and so you have to get them to take their vehicle. Realistically speaking, though, if that happens, then generally, you know, that's what I myself would do if I had to ride with somebody somewhere that I wanted to go, and I asked about going with them or could we go, I would give them money for gas for it because they made the trip. That's what I would do. But here, Itsuki is like, I'm not giving you money for gas, yo. But, yeah, it's funny because he wanted Takumi to take his 8.6, which is funny because, realistically speaking, it's, Itsuki, this was his whole fault. Like, he got Takumi to bring his own car, and so now he has only himself to blame. And then Takumi tells them, yeah, you're riding with me. And so Itsuki is basically, he's effed. Like, he will have the tiniest balls after this because it will take them months to return a normal size after this. They will stay shrunken for so long, he will sound like Alvin and the Chipmunks probably from now on. And so now he has to ride with him. And now he's going to get a first hand, he's going to get a backseat view, literally, of Takumi's driving skill. So this is going to be interesting for him. He's going to see how Takumi works, mentally and physically, which is going to be interesting. But something else that I have to say is it didn't look like he was buckled up. So I have to wonder, do the 86s, do the AE 86s, or do the AE 86, did they have seatbelts in the back seat? Did they have seatbelts? I'm sure they had to. They had to have had back seatbelts. So why did he not put a seatbelt on? It would have been better to have put a seatbelt on. I can kind of understand, though, him sitting on one side, because I would imagine sitting on both on the same side of the vehicle, it kind of puts a bit of an unbalance to the weight of the vehicle, because you got two people both weighing over 100 pounds. You have more than 200 pounds of weight more on one side of the vehicle than the other. So by putting him on the opposite side of the vehicle that you're sitting, in a way you're kind of balancing it out. I can kind of see that. But I know Takumi there's probably two reasons why Takumi did not want Itsuki riding in the passenger seat. Number one is because Takumi is used to not having anybody in the passenger seat, so it would kind of break his focus to have somebody there. Number two, he was afraid Itsuki at any point would be screaming like a little girl, telling him to stop, and he did not want that concentration broken. He also did not want to see like any hands flailing about in the side of his vision, distracting him from focusing ahead. So I can understand that. Hey, Takumi could have done a lot worse. He could just put him in the back hatch and left him there. He could have just done that. But yeah, I'm very interested to see what's going to happen in the next race, and see what Takumi does racing in rain, and sees what Itsuki thinks about Takumi racing. So yeah, going to wait and see how that develops. Very interested to see that. But again, I gotta say, realistically speaking, I would not want to race uphill or race at all, personally, especially with my own vehicle, because I would not want to burn the tires, I would not want to hurt the tires, I would not want to hurt anything on the vehicle, so no. But again, thanks again for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know your comments as well, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. But thanks again for joining me. Hopefully I will see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.